Good morning, everybody. Mike Wintch, Planning Ops Trainee with California Team 5, here with your operational update on August 29th for the Coffee Pot Fire. Since I last talked to you yesterday, the fire's grown 1,131 acres, and that's going to bring us to 5,683 acres on the Coffee Pot Fire, and we have 1,429 firefighters on the line helping to put this fire out. Yesterday was a great day. We got a lot of good work done. We've talked about it at length. Our primary containment lines from South Fork Drive up to Case Mountain and down to Mineral King Road, those are in place. Yesterday they continued to validate all of those lines, check the water handling systems, and ensure they were good to go. We continued to work Mineral King Road, prep that road, and then starting to turn the corner here out into the park and provide that final piece of the puzzle to protect Silver City out to the east. Down to the south, we talked yesterday that we added some fire in here, so we continued to hold Scratch Creek, and that's all looking good. And then we had some natural fire growth that started to push down to South Fork Drive, and we worked hard on holding that right there, and everything was looking good. As we worked into the night shift, we went through those checklists, and we were able to get some fire. We started some planned ignitions up top at H3, which we've spoken of at length, and we were able to get that good backing fire. We had good winds that were pushing the fire down right off that ridge, and we were able to turn the corner down this proposed ridge line that we've been working and put a lot of work and effort into that ridge, and it's looking pretty good last night. In addition to that small planned ignition that occurred, we also went into one of the sequoia groves up top here, into this Salt Creek unit, and we were able to backfire real gently through almost the majority of that grove right there. Additionally, last night, crews held Scratch Creek here. We talked about that had been a feature that was able to be utilized in previous fires. We have a hotshot crew in there that was holding that, and that's looking good. This is down in here. This is all natural fire growth. This got down into that grass. It was far more receptive. It started to move around. It started coming up underneath itself, and we've talked a lot about how we try to remedy that by adding fire up above, so we're always sticking with that backing fire effect. So we had some aviation support dropping fire up into the headwaters of this drainage and just putting that fire up above itself so that we have the good fire effects. So overall, we got a lot of great work done. We got fire down to our containment lines yesterday, and we were holding it there. Planned events for today, going into today's shift. We're getting, day forces are headed up the hill right now as we speak to go relieve the night resources and get them off the hill. We're going to look at continuing this planned ignition down the ridge line. We're seeing favorable winds that are going to come out of the southwest in this direction, and you can see that's favorable to our ridge line right there. That's going to push the smoke and keep flame lengths going in this direction. So we'll continue bringing that down in conjunction with monitoring this fire below. So this is a lot of coordination with our folks on the ground, folks down here on South Fork Drive, speaking to the folks up here on Case Mountain, and we're going to gently bring this entire edge of fire down extremely slowly. So as they're bringing fire down the ridge by hand, we simultaneously will have helicopters up in the air working that fire down, so we're seeing those good effects, and we don't have the big upslope runs that'll have damaging consequences to this entire watershed. Another big priority, in addition to locking this off and protecting these communities in South Fork, Three Rivers, Hammond, and Oak Grove, we're going to put a heavy emphasis into some aircraft support on this piece of fire right here that's been backing for the entirety of the week. That just continues to back, and we're looking at pretty much halting it right where it's at today. High priority for our helicopters and our super scoopers to come in here and check this edge of fire up. I'm sure folks living in the area have been seeing that getting a little bit closer. We're certainly monitoring it, and our intent is to check this up so we can finish everything on the south side, and then we're going to transition over here to the north side and start to even this edge of fire up and back that down to our primary containment lines to the north near Mineral King Road and the Kaweah River. So folks who are living down here on South Fork Drive, we understand a lot of you under different, whether it be an order or a warning, so we'd ask that you continue to monitor Genesis app, social media websites through Tulare County Sheriff's and Fire Department, and or InciWeb. Continue to monitor that. We're working as hard as we can. Right now, of course, we're still showing 0% containment, but as we get fire that comes down to our lines, that's when we're going to start seeing that change in containment status. And it might be delayed by a day or two. As it hits, today, all this fire that's hit South Fork Drive and the river, we're going to start mopping that up. We're going to start adding water and cooling that off, and you'll see containment when we feel confident that that line will hold and it's not going to escape where we have it parked. So we'll see some changes here going forward. We're excited about where we're going. We are moving into Labor Day weekend, so we're hoping that folks are going to drive around slow out there. We're reminding all our partners to slow things down and get ready for the influx of people coming into your communities. And I think that's it for today. We'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.